Hey everyone, this is Aníbal Mijangos and I am here at the Sivana Solar headquarters bringing you another Facebook Live. This is going to be the second installment of the three-part series comparing PPA and purchase. Now, yesterday we went ahead and talked about all the benefits of the PPA and the purchase because we want to make sure that we provide you with the best information for when you're thinking about going solar. You can go ahead and make the right choice as to which one you want to pick, whether it's PPA or purchasing your solar system. Now, I highly encourage you to go ahead and check out that video first, but if you want to go ahead and start off here, then let's go ahead and do a recap real quick. PPA stands for Power Purchase Agreement. Now, in the PPA, you're quite literally agreeing to purchase power. So this will come to the main topic of this video. Yesterday we talked about the benefits. Today we're going to be talking about the other side of both of these systems. Now, both of these programs are fantastic. They definitely provide fantastic benefits to homeowners. But in order for you to make a great decision as to which one you want to go to, you need to be aware of all of the information, not only the pros and benefits. So, very first one of the PPA is that you are not the owner. Definitely one of the first things that you need to be aware of when thinking about going with the PPA, Power Purchase Agreement. In a PPA, you are not the owner of the system. You are not paying for installation, which is a fantastic thing, and you are not paying for the actual solar system itself. You're not buying the system, which could be a fantastic thing for a lot of homeowners. What you are purchasing is the energy that the system produces, which is agreeing to purchase the power that the system is producing. And since you're going to be receiving a lot of benefits from this, you're going to be able to pay for the energy that it produces at a much lower rate than if you were going to be buying the electricity from a traditional utility company. So definitely it's a lot of benefit for the homeowner, but definitely you need to make sure that you're aware that you will not be the owner of the actual solar system if you decide to go with PPA. Now, this in itself brings in other things that you need to be aware of. One of them being is that since you are no longer the owner of, since you are not the owner of the actual system, you will not be eligible for a 30% tax credit. I tried to write the word no over here. So yesterday we went ahead and talked about one of the benefits of going with the purchase is that purchasing the system for qualifying homeowners, they're eligible to receive a 30% tax credit. In a PPA, since you are not the owner of the system, you are not eligible for the 30% tax credit. This 30% tax credit still goes to someone though, and it goes to the owner of the system, which being the solar company. So definitely something that you should be aware of when going to the PPA. So if you're looking for that 30% tax credit, if you've heard about it, you're interested in it, and you definitely want to take advantage of this tax incentive that the government is incentivizing homeowners with, definitely purchasing is going to be your best bet. Definitely look into purchasing. But for PPA, this is not the case. Also, here, I'm just going to write it real quick because I can't say it and write it at the same time. No increase in property taxes. Another benefit that we saw yesterday in our Facebook Live and our video yesterday with purchase is that by purchasing the solar system and installing it on your home, the property value of your home increases, but your property taxes do not. In a PPA, since you are not the owner of the system, since you are not purchasing the system, this is not what I meant to write. No increase in property taxes. And property value. That's better. Since you are not the owner, since you are not purchasing the system, the value of your property does not increase because you are not putting anything that you own on the property itself. That was a little complicated for me to say, but going back to it, your property value does not increase. So one of the things that you should be aware of though is that the implied property value does increase. Now, what do I mean by this? if you're going to be selling your home and you're putting it on the market, there's a lot of home buyers right now that are looking for properties with solar on them. So this, of course, increases the marketability of your property. It'll help sell it faster, especially to the market of homeowners that are looking for properties with solar. It's definitely going to help your home sell faster. But although the property value does not increase, since there are more homeowners looking for a home specifically with solar on them, it's definitely going to be more attractive, and the implied value of your property increases. But you got to make sure you realize that the actual number on paper of your property value does not increase. So these are the 3 things that you should be aware of. Also with the PPA, there's still a lot of great benefits when you're going with the PPA, but these points you definitely should be aware of. So let's move on to the purchase. In a purchase, the number 1, of course, is payments. If you are purchasing the system itself, payment is definitely something that a lot of people look into when going solar. Now, it is a pretty good investment, also meaning in the cost, but also in the value. In the long run, when you're purchasing the system, is definitely the best when it comes to return on investment. The value of the system pretty much outweighs the actual cost of the system itself. So definitely whenever we're approached by a homeowner, whenever we approach a homeowner and talk to them about going solar, purchasing will definitely bring the most benefit to them. But of course, different situations, different homeowners have different scenarios that we need to go ahead and play with. But definitely payment is the thing that comes to mind. Now, a lot of people decide to go with the solar loan in order to finance the solar system. So definitely, if you're talking with a company right now and you want to go ahead and purchase the system and you're looking into a loan, make sure that you fully understand the loan, the terms of the loan, the interest, and the year financing plan in order for you to make the best decision for yourself. So definitely a payment is something that you need to be aware of and definitely look at when you're deciding to go solar. Next one is maintenance. Maintenance. Okay, first and foremost, I want to make sure to clarify that yes, when you go ahead and decide to go solar and you get it installed, there are warranties that protect the installation and the actual panels themselves when you go ahead and go solar. So definitely you're well protected there. But of course, different companies have different warranties. Make sure to talk to your company, the one that you're talking to. Make sure to talk to them about the different warranties available to you when you go ahead and purchase. But a lot of people get confused when it comes to the actual ownership of it because they don't actually think about this, the maintenance of the system itself. After the warranty is complete, after the years pass by and you have the system for some time now, it will ultimately be your responsibility as a homeowner and as the owner of the solar system to maintain the system itself, to make sure that it's working properly. A lot of people seem to forget that. It's kind of like when you go ahead and purchase a car. At the beginning, there's going to be a warranty that the dealership gives to you. I think that one of the popular things right now is brakes and oil changes. After keeping it within a few miles of purchasing the car off the lot, you can go ahead and take it back to the dealership. They'll change the oil, replace the brake pads, at no cost to you as the car owner. But after some time, after driving it for hundreds of thousands of miles, I know my car is reaching 200,000 miles, but after passing that threshold of having driven it for X amount of miles, it is now your responsibility of paying for oil changes, paying for new brake pads, and paying for the overall maintenance of the car. So if you go back to the dealership and ask them to change your oil, change the brake pads, do maintenance on the car for free, they're gonna say no, because you as a car owner, it's your responsibility. Same thing over here. At the beginning, in case something happens, there are warranties to help. But ultimately, since you are owning the system, it is your responsibility to maintain the system. So make sure to remember that. In PPA, going back to maintenance, in PPA, since you are not the owner of the system, the solar company is. The solar company will make sure that you are covered with all maintenance. This is a topic that we talked about in the previous video of yesterday. So make sure to jump back to that video and find out what we talked about when it comes to maintenance. Moving on to the next topic of purchase is a 30% tax credit. Now you may be wondering, but I thought this was a benefit. I thought this was great. And I would tell you it is. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people decide to go solar. This is a fantastic incentive that the government is offering. But why am I putting it here as to talking about in today's topic? And the reason for that is because you as a homeowner, if you decide to go ahead and purchase the system, you need to make sure you are aware of two things. One of them is that not every homeowner is going to be receiving this 30% tax credit. And the reason for that is because this only applies for people who are tax eligible. I definitely recommend and encourage you to talk to your tax professional. I am not a tax professional, so definitely talk to your CPA, to an accountant, someone that is experienced and knowledgeable about tax law to see if you are eligible for this, if you qualify to receive this from the government. It's a fantastic program, it's a fantastic incentive, but not everyone is going to be eligible for it. So in order for you to find out if you are, talk to someone that knows tax law. Definitely we can help connect you with someone that will be able to guide you in that right direction. We can do our best to offer our guidance, but remember, we are not tax professionals. So definitely talk to someone that is. Another thing, the second thing that you should be aware of when it comes to the 30% tax credit is that a lot of solar companies, they tell the homeowner about this, but they don't tell them that the homeowner is responsible for claiming this. A lot of solar companies don't go that extra step in order to provide them with the paperwork to get this from purchasing the system itself. So definitely, like I said, the tax professional that you go ahead and talk to will most likely offer you that guidance, will most likely do this step for you. But you as a homeowner need to make sure that you are aware of this extra step that you will most likely need to take. So definitely, like I said before, both PPA and purchasing are fantastic programs. A lot of solar programs right now are offering, I just dropped the cap, but definitely these two programs, the PPA and purchasing, there's lots of incentives for you as a homeowner for you to make the decision to go ahead and go solar. Both of them are fantastic, but of course we want to go ahead and present to you the best information possible and all of the information, so that way you can go ahead and make a knowledgeable decision for when you make the decision of which one you want to go with. So definitely, if you have any questions about either of these, of any of the information we talked over today, make sure to put it in the comments. I'll go ahead and be reading them and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. Definitely, of course, we want you to go ahead and be active in our group. So tomorrow we're going to be doing the third part of this live stream series. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the different situations on whether you should choose PPA or, just depending on the situation, purchasing is going to be the best fit for you. So tomorrow, if you already have made the decision to go solar, you're just wondering which one is best for you, tomorrow's live stream and tomorrow's video is going to be of great benefit to you. So definitely check it out. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook and like this video and share this video to someone that you think could be who could receive a lot of benefit from watching this video. So thank you very much for everyone. Thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic day.